Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. It's late 2025 and I'm sure you're all aware of the recent conflicts along the Thailand-Cambodia border. Today we're going to fly Royal Thai Air Force F-16A Block 15 ADFs supporting JAS-39 Gripens, performing ground strikes based on the real strikes of the previous few days. You guys, the viewers, have requested that we speed up these missions. They're taking too long and you don't have time to watch them. So today we're going to do a briefing as the mission goes, as we're flying. And I have no idea how this is going to go, so it's all going to be a bit weird. We've got myself, Dirty, we've got Dark, we've got Poosh, and we've got Cannonball. Hello, boys.
Hello. Hello.
I'll just say we're using 4 AI flown Gripens today. It's just easier if we do it that way. And they have 11 in real life. The Royal Thai Air Force, they have about 50 F-16A ADFs, and we're flying F-16C Block 50s representing those ADFs, which is going to be close enough for today. Alright guys, I'm taxiing, please follow me. Right, well the first one back taxis, it looks like it's going to take a few minutes to take off. I'm going to quickly hammer on my brakes. The geography is scale 1:1. We have Cambodia, we have Thailand, and the 500 miles of shared Thailand-Cambodia border, and Vietnam here. The actual topography is wrong, and that's because we don't have this actual piece of topography, so we've just overlaid the borders. Guys, today we're going to be operating from Ubon Air Force Base here, which I'm sure you'll know from history, used extensively by American jets in the Vietnam War. The real one is there, our one with fact to put a few miles to the west there, 50 miles north of the border. As we saw ahead of us, first operating are going to be the JAS-39 Gripens in an incorrect livery today, supplied by Sweden. As I said, they have 11 of them. They are going to be operating a weapon as per real life from South Korea. It's called the KGGB. It's a winged INS GPS guidance kit for the American Mark 82 500-pound bomb. Now, we don't actually have the KGGB, so instead we're using the most similar we've got, which is a JDAM extended range from America with a Mark 84. Those 4 Gripens are going to take off. They're going to get to altitude along this steer point chain, and they're going to attack as per real life. In fact, we're bending history slightly. We're changing the targets around and stuff like that, but it's near enough. 8 KGGBs out at a range of about 50 miles because, of course, it's a winged extended range bomb from the Thai side of the border against the 8th and 9th Cambodian Army headquarters facility, which is here, which, of course, was struck in real life. So in real life, it was the F-16s which struck that target. First car taking off. Good luck, sir. Then us, F-16s, 5 of us today, are going to operate from Ubon as well. We're going to follow the Gripens, guys, when they've taken off up to 36,000 feet. We'll then head to our steer point 1, which is around that area there. We are going for a different target. We are going to be hunting ground targets along the Cambodian side of the border. First, let's look at what's defending that. Well, first of all, in our scenario, Cambodia has moved one of their 4 KS-1C surface-to-air missile batteries. They have 4 of these, all purchased from China. Range of about 30 miles, and I've shown the range ring here. They've moved it 15 miles from the border, and it persists 15 miles into Thailand. Next layer of defence, guys, is going to be man-pads. In real life, Cambodia has around 450 man-pads, mainly from China. Along the border, I've modelled 10 of these, being played by SA-19 Igloos from Russia. Maximum altitude 20,000 feet. So today, guys, standoff operations outside the range ring of the KS-1C. You are going to have a hard floor of 20,000 feet. Please do not ignore that, or you will get shot down, and that's the end of your mission. Our target are up to 20 BM-21 Grads, which are being used by Cambodia in real life to fire at non-military targets on the Thai side of the border. They are not moving, but they are in unknown positions. Their rough positions are known by drones and have been sent back to us. Those rough positions we've plugged into our INS systems, guys, and will be in a series of steer points. Steer point 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 5 target locations. Those target locations are shown on your maps as 6-mile yellow circles. Okay, guys? So what you will have is rough positions of each squadron of BM-21 artillery. I'll take steer point 2. Poosh, you take steer point 3. Dark, you take steer point 4. Cannonball, you're on steer point 5. Dirty, you're on steer point 6. Okay? Let's talk about realism. This is a really interesting mission because it's our first use of a new targeting system that we have in DCS. It's called a sniper pod. For those nerds among us, the AN AAQ 33. Now, we've had a targeting pod for this aircraft in-game for years, 4 or 5 years now. We've had something called the Lightning III pod, which sort of exists in real life and sort of doesn't, by which I mean we've got a kind of arcade gamey version of it that's really easy to use. It has super clear magical sensors that can see beautifully all the time, which is great if you're a gamer. I quite like it, but if you're into serious milsim, realism, it's not very realistic. There is no T-pod really that is that good. So this is the first T-pod that I'm aware of in-game that's fully realistic, in that it's not magical. It has all the foibles, it has all the disadvantages of real T-pods, and real T-pods are not magic. In reality, they give difficult to read images. They can be difficult to use. To get those fancy crisp images that you saw on the arcade T-pod, you have to use special processing techniques, special raster processing techniques, which we're going to be using today, and that's what today is all about, guys. I've got a few minutes to talk still. So we will stand off at ranges to keep us 20-30 miles away from the predicted area of the targets. We'll search our targets with our T-pods, and we're going to use them realistically, with all the difficulties of using a real T-pod from the kind of 2000s era. And there will be lots of difficulties, believe me. Realism can be a bitch sometimes, guys. Finally, in terms of our weapons, the Gripens in real life, as I said, would have been carrying KGGBs, and we've got the closest we've got. We've got a very similar weapon as well. It's an American variant again. It's called the JSOW. It's a winged bomb, basically a winged glide bomb, just like the KGGB, and so in terms of performance, it's going to be pretty much identical the way we use it, guys. That is our mission for today. Any questions, concerns, predictions?
Oh, I think we'll do all right if we can find them.
Roger. That's it. It's going to be about A, discipline, not getting shot down or at, and B, I don't know why he's putting his 4 planes canards up, and B, it's going to be about how good can we use our realistic T-pods. How good are we at using a very imperfect sensor, which is exactly what it is. I suppose first talking point today is the use of the Gripen. This, in 2025, is the first, amazingly, the first combat use of a very successful aircraft, the Swedish-built Saab Gripen. From its maiden flight, I'm going to straight up, guys, I think, in its maiden flight, 1988. 1988 maiden flight. I was only 8 years old. Absolutely amazing. Seems too long ago, doesn't it? Yeah, all the way to 2025 before it's dropping some actual bombs. That's, I mean, it's good, but it's just interesting. And a lot, quite a lot have been built. Just going to test my wings for stress fractures. No fractures. We need to talk about what's actually going on with this conflict. I'm going to tell you my understanding, because I've been away all weekend and I've only just caught up, but my understanding, if I try and find a Gripen here, is that it's a typical geopolitical hotspot along this border. The border between Cambodia and Taiwan was drawn up, I think it was 1907, so 120 years ago nearly, by the French, who were very hot in this area, obviously Vietnam, all these countries. And it was never, the border itself was never fully accepted by Cambodia or Thailand. A particular hotspot around a temple that we're operating around, and I forgot to say the area that we're operating around is the Tum Muem Tom Temple on the border. As I said, neither country has really accepted the other's ownership of that particular area, and so like many places around the world, you can look at Israel, places like this, without that acceptance, it's always been flare-up. And there have been many flare-ups. This flare-up started, I think, 2 months ago, where a soldier was killed, was shot across the border, and then it's escalated. Then there was rude words shouted, and then there was rifle fire, and then BM-21 started to be launched from the Cambodian side, and I don't know exactly how it escalated, and now you've got standoff airstrikes from Gripens, from F-16s, from the USA/NATO friendly Thailand.
There was also a mine incident where 5 Thai soldiers were injured, and they're claiming that it was a recent emplacement.
You telling me you gave us cluster munitions to go shoot things by a temple?
Right. I can see some serious demonetization going on here.
Just a little bit.
Dark's cousin is the commander of the Thai Air Force.
Yeah. They have a small but interesting Air Force. I believe it started off with F-5Es, Tigers from obviously United States, freedom fighters, about 30 I think are operating, then about 50 F-16s, most of which are operating A's and B's, and they've been obviously converted to more modern variants. And of course their latest acquisitions are the Swedish supplied Gripens. Oh, here's a really important point, viewers, and I missed it in the briefing. First thing you're going to say is, why don't you go and shoot that KS-1 site? Today it's played by a Hawk site, by the way, from America. It has similar credentials in terms of range and whatnot. Why don't you just go and shoot it with harms? Well, here's the interesting thing. Although we've got 50 odd F-16s, Thailand, as far as I can find, never had the AGM-88 harm. It never had any radiation missile from any country, and it does buy weapons from different countries, obviously. I wonder why. I don't know why that is. My assumption is that the possible threats it was facing never had radar SAMs. That would be my guess, but I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. The only possible serious threat there would be Vietnam, but they're not going to get in a tussle with them, I don't think.
Roger.
Yeah, and if you're only worried about your own airspace, then you don't really need offensive weapons like that.
Well, they certainly are aggressing at the moment. They're shooting bombs into other people's borders, so they are 100% aggressing.
Well, not if you think it's their border.
Oh, yes. And there's your controversy, Dark. There's your controversy. All Gripens formed up. We can go and form up them. We've got a whiles to go. If we can keep up with them, we're more heavily loaded. But we are mighty F-16s. We've got much more power than them. They've got... what have they got, guys? Is it GE404s? I've forgotten. They've got the Hornet engine in. Super Hornet engine in. We've got the massive General Electric F1, sugar, 100, blast, sorry, I've forgotten. But we make another 10,000 horsepower than them, 10,000 pounds of thrust, sorry. That said, they're escaping us, so, damn. Regarding the T-pod, this mission is all about the T-pod, all about the use, for the first time by us, of a realistic T-pod, and all the problems we get. And we can see the first problem, masked TGP, the T-pod can only be equipped on that station there, and if you're taking big fuel tanks like that, we're going to be masking it. Of course, I've done that on purpose to make it difficult. Today is difficult. Right, first challenge, who can catch up with them? I suggest climbing at a lower profile, because they're lighter than us. We're hugely equipped. We've got 4 bombs today. I think the real F-16s only carried 2 KGGBs in real life, but you know, I want to make a decent mission of it, obviously. Yeah, well, what we were supposed to do, viewers, is catch up with the Gripens and see them launch their weapons. It's clearly not going to happen. They're going to outrun us. And I don't want to waste all my fuel, guys.
Caught up.
Have you caught up? What altitude you got there, man? Okay.
Burner.
Well, I was about to cancel our mission, and I'm now re-engaging our mission. Do you like the way they fly a mission in parade formation? Only in Grim Reapers.
So it's interesting that they would have AMRAAMs but not HARMs.
It is. It's, yep. So AMRAAMs are for self-defense, you know, defending your airspace, but HARMs, as you said, are only for offense. You can't defend with a HARM. So everyone who buys from America has to justify why they're buying it, right? Egypt, everyone. And America won't just sell to anyone. It will sell to people based on what they're going to use it for, right? Israel, everyone. And they probably would have said, due to the, you know, this was in the 1980s or whatever, they sold as F-16s. They said, no, you're not going to be aggressing, so I'll give you stuff to defend yourself, but not to go and bomb Vietnam or whatever, right? That would be my assumption. Plus, I think you're lying, Dark. I don't think you can catch these guys up, because I'm on full chat here. I'm on 20,000 pounds
Got them before they went in another Zoom call.
Yeah, they're lighter than us, and they're modelled differently in DCS, so I'm going to give up I don't want to waste all our fuel on them. Guys, we're now going to head to steer point 1, so lock in steer point 1, please, viewers. That's going to be our operational point, steer point 1 there, outside the range of the SAM, which is a real live firing SAM, by the way, guys, so treat it with respect, please. Distance to steer point 1 is 50 miles. Yeah, you need a pretty damn good T-pod to see 50 miles. Like I said, the T-pods we've been using thus far are kind of cheap T-pods. Arcade mode T-pods that just work amazingly at any range. Real life, not so much. I've tried to choose terrain, viewers, that matches the best I can to Cambodia-Thailand border, and it's going to be the best I can do. Anyone struggling to stay in the air, could just stay in the air. Why do
Yeah, you're pretty high for this heavy of a payload.
I'm going lower. Can't do it,
You probably want to be closer to 26.
Roger, going down. Remember, go below 20. You're going to get shot at. Are we going to see a massive Air Force versus Air Force battle? No, viewers, because Thailand has a modern Air Force, a modern-ish Air Force. Cambodia does not. They're Red 4, you know, Soviet pack equipment mainly. You're going to see some utility helicopters, you're going to see some utility planes, Ilyushins, whatever, but you're not going to see any combat aircraft. But drones, they are using drones, and it's important to say they're sending drones over the border, which is the modern type of warfare for any country, really. and Thailand are having to deal with it. They're dealing with it by, sorry, I'm multitasking here, by deploying their newly acquired Iris-T? No, Mika. It's an interesting weapon. It's French, Shorad SAM battery, fires Mika missiles, range, whatever, up to 6-7 miles, I'm guessing. A bit like the German Iris-T ground launchers and our ASRAAM launchers that we have in Britain. Right, guys, when ready. Oh yes, the Gripens are fired. Their weapons I see. They've not shown up on the scoreboard because I forgot to add them to the scoreboard. It doesn't really matter. Let them do their stuff. We can start engaging at will, guys. Make sure you check your tactical maps to make sure you stay on our side of the border, because the last thing we want to do is get an F-16 shot down over Cambodia. That would be extreme embarrassment for our Premier. So what I'm going to do, viewers, is go to steer point 2, because I know that's my rough staging area. Your steer point will not be fired at hostiles. They'll be within 5 miles of the hostiles. You've got to do the work, and so let's get to work. Currently, I am 33 miles away from steer point 2, which is my engagement zone, and I've got to find some baddies. So here we go. Realistic T-pod, viewers, make it soy. Check. Do I want TV or IR? Well, it's up to me, but IR I prefer, so we're going to go to white hot IR. We're going to start zooming in.
All I see is cloud.
All you see is cloud. Yep, that's 100% a dark problem. I'm going to go narrow. I'm going to zoom in, see what I can see, and I can see absolutely nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Realistic T-pod. All you see all of the time is fuzz. So I can start moving around now. So I'm going to look for targets, and I see absolutely nothing. Zoom in. So I'm narrow field of view. I'm going to zoom high, and that's what a real T-pod looks like, viewers. I'm looking for any dots, and I see dots. I see dots. Right. I need to clean those dots up. I'm at 26 miles, well within wares of my weapon. So what I'm going to do is create a track now. I have to now force the T-pod to look at a static piece of ground. I'm going to do TMS right long to create an inertial reference point, which I've done. And that allows me to now run image processing. And the way I do that is to click on, I'm going to actually zoom out again here, click on here, and start the imager, which is called Extended Range Raster Imaging. And you can see it's cleared it up, but you have to do all those steps. So now I've got that fancy image you used to see on the Lightning Pod, but to do this you've got to go through those steps. It's hard work. And I found what, well, I assume are the baddies. I mean, can you tell me that's a grad launcher? That's the best image I can possibly get at a range of 25 miles. That's the best I'm going to get. Well, in real life you couldn't fire on that. You don't know that's a grad. In real, in the game, I know I've not put anything else in, so it's near enough. Okay, I'm going to convert that to a point track. Check. Point track done. Extra TMS forward. Make sure we're speed. Sensor point of interest at 24 miles. Okay, I'm going to check my WES. I'm in WES. Amazingly, I think I'm actually ready to fire, guys. You guys can fire at will. I'm going to try taking a pop now. Retrim. Start searching for new targets. So, what have I got to do? I've got to untracked, so I've got to TMS aft. I'm literally figuring this out as I go, trying to remind myself. You can sort of see there's something there, so let's go and have a look around that area there. Let's get an inertial reference on the go with TMS right long. Let us get some image processing going. Processing's done. Let's move left a little bit. Get the image processor on. I think that's another target. Bearing in mind that you wouldn't be able to do this in real life, you'd have to get much closer to ensure that's the real target. Point track, get the speed, firing my next shot. INS GPS guided weapons, and it actually worked all right for me, so I'm happy for once.
I've got one locked up.
There's no time limit. You fire at will push. Oh dear, mine are flying in weird directions. One is flying the right direction. My second one flew in completely the wrong direction. So I've done something wrong, obviously. First thing I can see now is I'm heading into a SAMnet. I've got to expedite out this SAMnet. The yellow ring there is that hostile SAMnet, by the way. Right, this is the one I think that worked. So, where is that? It's a CBU type cluster head, which is all we get in the F-16. It's performing pop-up, and I think that's going to be me, hopefully.
Push paveway.
Then I've got to reacquire that target that I messed up. Right, so that will spread out parachuted bomblets or retarded bomblets of some sort. I can't remember the exact specification. Zoom in a little bit. There they go. Okay. One dead. Alright, so let's try and get this guy locked up. So we're there. We need to I&R. We need to get raster enhanced image on, which we've got. We can try to turn to a point track, create speed. Whoops. Try again. Done. Right. So I got to the point where last time where I thought, oh, I'm right on the edge of that sand net. One of you is right in that sand net, so watch yourself, guy. Heading in for my attack now. Now, here's an interesting point, viewers, because I've got a point track. It's very important I don't mask my own T-pod at this point, or I may lose it. If I do, it's best to just switch back to an inertial reference range to target. 10 miles, I'm pretty close, but I'm also real close to that SAM net. And I'm turning to target now. The zoom is in, so we can see what we're doing. That is the target right in front of me, I believe. That is it, and cap is.
Push, Jack.
Well done, Push. I've just pavewayed my second, my third on my second target. I'm now heading out for Samwes. Oh wow, I fired right next to it. Roger, Push, you get out the Samwes as well. Dirty, you're in Samwes as well, all of you.
I haven't gotten any hawk indications yet.
Well, I tested it in single player and it definitely shot me down. So it's
there. Just came up.
Right, it'll wait until it thinks it can kill you in a no escape and then turn itself on. Multitasking and boom, boom, boom. Alright, 2 euros down. My ISR drone tells me there's none in that area. I'm going to move on and help one of you guys next. Next I've got to get myself too many of us moving into dangerous areas. Cannonball, dark, dirty, you're all in west of that Sam. So there's no need to be there. Your T-pod is rated for 20 plus miles use, so bear that in mind. I am going to remove my track. I'm going to select a new steer point. I'm going to go for steer point, I don't know, steer point 4. Alright, boys are heading out of the Samwes as I asked. I'm looking at steer point 4 now. Now the first thing I've got to do when I'm here is find a road, because as I said, I set them up near roads. So I'm on wide, I'm soy, check. Is that a road? My assumption is that's a road there. Is that a target there? Is that a target there? It's a hotspot. Have you shot one, Dark? I found a hotspot.
I have not.
On steer point 5, no, steer point 4.
Is it right next to the steer point?
It's relatively, it's within half a mile and it's next to a road, which suggests it is a baddie. Suggests that Push may be targeting yours, or I've got my steer point wrong. Let me just have a little look around. I'm going to inertial reference that. I'm going to enhance that. That is not a BM21, so all to be confirmed, Dark. Let's try and find out exactly what that is. Well, either one of us has been shot down, or that is a correct type of target. There's going to be lots of scratching head and trying to figure out how to do this. These are not scripted viewers, so we'll do our best.
Well, I had one, but I lost him.
I suggest I probably just got myself lost again, yeah. I'm going to defer back to INS reference to steer point. Right, that's steer point 3. That's steer point 4. So it's definitely steer point 4 there. I'm not masking, or I will do in a second, so I've got to be a little bit careful. I'm not in the SAM engagement zone, so I'm safe. I'm giving up on steer point 4.
Cannonball shack.
Well done, I failed to materialise anything. I'm going to steer point 3. Who's fighting steer point 3, guys?
I am.
Have you found targets?
I've got one.
Cleaning up image, and I don't see any roads. No roads, and I've masked myself, and I've demasked myself. Do you remember where the road is? Cambodian jungle. All I see is Cambodian bloody jungle. I can't zoom out any further, which doesn't help. Is that road? No. Checking.
One away.
Oh, well done, Dark.
There's another one next to it.
Searching.
Got a lot on that.
Well done, Dark. Dark's finally prosecuting. I'm doing nothing of any use at all. Following roads around willy-nilly, but try going in a different direction. That way. Check out check speed. Some good. River, and another road? Question mark. Let me inertial reference that to check if there's a road. It is. I found a road next to point 3. Did I just see a target? No, that's my own frigging dot. Come on. Where are you?
Got one.
What steer point are you on, Push?
3.
I'm on 3 as well. Can you describe it?
It's west of the river. Steer point 3, I think, is east of the river, and it's just across the river.
Roger, I'm literally looking there. Oh, damn it. Dark, you're about to smash 2... Oh, there's a bunch more baddies there, you know, Dark.
Yeah, I sent 2. One at the ones on the right and one at the ones on the left.
Roger. So how many targets have you seen in total?
I think one of them was a group of 2.
That's right. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, agreed. I see 4 there as well. Bad luck. The bomblet's missed. It hit. Oh no. Yeah, one down. Probably not a very good video to watch, viewers. It's just us umming and erring. But right, this is kind of what it's like, right? Trying to find a frigging pixel in a frigging haystack.
I gotta say, I prefer the arcade.
Right? Yeah. I need a better way of wazzing my T-pod down this area. I'm gonna try going back to wide to narrow.
Oh, I found that TV worked pretty well for finding the roads and things, but you had to be somewhat close.
Found one.
Roger, guys. Yeah, TV is actually pretty good. Yes, found as well. Turns out I should be using TV all along, guys. So I guess that's my error, right? I just found one as well,
I
guys.
used the TV and then 4 times that gives you the IR of that.
Roger. Right, well, I've locked a guy straight up, so let's go and bomb it.
I found another guy, but I can't tell if it's the one I already hit.
That's 100% a you
The
problem.
one I already hit was pretty obvious because it was on.
That is a you problem.
I'm not how much I can do with that one. My last paveway going into a tight orbit. So yeah, so I've been using IR because I was sure IR was the way to go, but I found it actually quite spurious at best. TV worked pretty well.
TV, I believe, isn't real TV. I think it's an IR image that's stitched like into a TV-looking image.
Roger.
So it's kind of uses some image processing just to get to that, I believe.
Unlucky you just dropped that one. It hurt him but didn't kill him.
Hey,
Those
wait.
are bombs.
Cap, I've launched my payway. The boys are finally launching now. Got our S together. Right, you're right. And where's Poosh? I'm amazed you haven't been shot at. Worst friggin' SAM site ever. Like
Still not getting spiked or anything.
100% tested it, view, isn't it? 100% shot me down. So why it's not operating now? Only so much I have control of, I'm afraid. Right, my one. Yeah, it looks like TV is the way to go. 5 down. I mean, Royal Thai Air Force would not be impressed by that, but bear in mind, first time. Oh, it was a dead vehicle. It was a dead vehicle. Oh, I'm gutted. So I wasted 2 of my paveways. That's it. It's not our
I
fault.
wish my zoom would stay in one place.
I've seen at least one that didn't hit but didn't kill the guy. So
Cannonball Shack.
Roger. Another one, you just hit a guy and he didn't die. What is that all about? Or maybe he'll cook off. If his health bar's damaged, I'll consider him a dead unit, guys, even if it doesn't show up on the scoreboard. Because he ain't going to be firing any more rockets, right? Checking the Gripens. The Gripens have done their mission. They've all gone back, and they've gone back, and look at that, viewers. I don't know what that's all about, but that's happened. Apparently a Russian pilot has got out of the aircraft and talking to an F-15 pilot.
Is my last one away?
You're going to have to make some sense of that, viewers. Well done, Dark. You can come and find me and get in formation with me. I'm in a left orbit, and then you can otherwise wait. Ha! All that time I forgot to turn my RWR on, so I didn't even know if I was being shot at. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my brain.
Yeah.
The viewers have been shouting at me. Well, I never got shot. It turns out we're fighting the world's worst SAM site anyway. Plus, let me see if this bomb actually kills him, because we're having some... There it is. You sort of see the bomblets there, look, viewers. There they are. Found them finally. Yeah, they are retarded and demonetized. Yeah, you got him. Are you giving up on the usage of your T-pod, Dirty?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, I'll give you permission to be silly and go and try and use guns.
How about that doing stupid shit?
Ladies and gentlemen, what happens if the T-pod doesn't work on the Royal Thai Air Force F-16? They do this.
Dirty things.
Let me guess, the manpads don't fire either.
Steer point 4 and zoom out a bit.
On what code?
We should be default to 1688.
Yeah, the manpads work. Press the flare button.
Okay, it's looking.
Ouch.
Persist. You must
Waiting for
persist.
my laser to warm up. 1 second.
Shot. Haha, dirty thing.
He damaged something.
Yes.
That missile.
Well, at least the manpads work, guys. These two are liaising. Dark's lasing. Cannonball. Are you both looking at the same steer point, you two?
Should be. Steer point 4.
Yeah, you're gonna want to zoom out a ways though and go.
I should pick it up. It's got a 3D search cone, the LST, so it's notoriously nasty to use in multiplayer though. Me and Dark had to really struggle to get it to work.
You have it. Do you have yours in wide right now?
I have it on TV one time.
Fadeway.
Yeah!
I think I need to go home.
Come and get in formation with me as your orders, because we're going to be doing a formation landing. And Poosh, what is your fuel?
1.1.
The wind is taking our bomblet slightly. Oh, gutted, Poosh.
Got it.
How did you get it?
I did get it. 71%.
That road is to the north or to the what?
I'm going to call the combat phase of the mission there, because we've been only an hour. Let's talk about the difficulties and stuff we found there, viewers, of which there were lots. I prosecuted a couple of targets and did manage to destroy them with 3 missiles. We fired a total of 13 bombs/missiles. We've mission killed 10, so 70% effectiveness, maybe a bit more. Bearing in mind this is non-scripted and it's non-practiced, I think that's alright, guys. We've found it really difficult finding the targets. That was obviously the hardest thing to do, right? Finding the friggin' targets.
The display is kind of blurry, which I don't know if guess I should have expected it. But
Did you use TV mode or IR mode, Pooch?
I used TV to find the road, and then went to white hot to look for dots. And then I have to go back to TV because white hot wouldn't follow the road very well.
Roger. I use IR mode to the time, and I probably shouldn't. TV seemed to be better. That said, TV only works in real life if you've got perfect conditions like this. And how often have you got perfect conditions, viewers? Not very often, probably. And probably you might have to do this at night as well, so you're probably going to be forced to do IR anyway. Right, I'm turning due north, guys. I'm at 30,000 feet. I'm going to be going at Mark 0.8 once they get hitted. Huh, look at that. The Gripens, rearmed, have gone up with bombs again. So, there you go. Don't know what that's all about. Right, speaking of which, we are 40 miles away from base. Can I have a volunteer to lead us in for landing?
I volunteer not to be the one.
Alright.
Sure. I'll take this one.
Darkus, Warkus, wherever you are in formation, please take the lead. Welcome, Dark. Okay, Ubon is 20 miles on the nose. Do something. Yeah, I said it. Do something. Containing echelon left 1.
Not visual. I need to descend a bit more aggressively, I guess it is.
That's a Dark problem. Well, it's probably more like an us problem.
Come to idle. Make left turn.
I would not be a good Blue Angel, as it turns out.
I think they have scripts for this.
Ah, right. You're saying they know what they're doing?
Yeah, we're coming on to final.
Alright.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Street bake slightly.
Let's just see if the guy on the left, that's me, my gear went down.
Everybody's gears down.
Gears down.
Holding 180. Slowing. Holding 170.
Back in the groove, back in the groove.
Down to idle.
Bit rusty, went ahead. Never mind. Some red marks in my report card. Well done, guys at the back, though. You did real good. Alright, viewers. That's our foray into the Cambodia-Thailand border dispute. Oh, look at that. Literally could not be better. I didn't even know that. What's going on? Well,
The perfect GR thing.
I guess we should have cut the video before that bit, right? One of us is back to Cambodia, 2 surviving, 1 went into the river, and I had a minor incident with a Gripen. I hope you enjoyed that, viewers, and bye.